sheets. I use my whispers and the white noise of the city that never sleeps to help you fall asleep. So cozy up. Close your eyes. Let's get started. Today we are exploring New York City's newest park. It is called Little Island, and it is located on the Hudson River Parkway at Pier 55, which is between 13th and 14th Streets, right next to City Winery. Here is a map of the island. I am entering the island from the North Bridge. Little Island is open every day from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. But from today through September 30th, 2021, you will need to make reservations if you want to be in the park from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and the reservations will be timed. You need to make those reservations 1 month in advance and arrive 30 minutes before your reservation. From 6 a.m. to noon and from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. you may come and go as you please unless the park has reached its capacity. And I'm so sorry, but I looked online to see what that capacity is, and I did not find anything. Leave a comment below if you are a musician and know what scale that was. The park was designed by architect Signe Nilsson of Matthews Nilsson Landscape Architects with the help of Thomas Heatherwick from Heatherwick Studios. Thomas Heatherwick is known as the billionaire whisperer, so he and I have whispering in common. LOL. But this park is the brainchild of Barry Diller, who runs the Diller von Furstenberg Family Foundation along with Diane von Furstenberg. Okay, I'm not sure this little part is open to the public. It looks like a pier that is just for employees. But back to the park's origin story. The Diller von Furstenberg Family Foundation has also been behind the High Line, the Statue of Liberty Museum, the Signature Theater, Carnegie Hall Society, and the Central Park Conservancy. So they've definitely done a lot for New York City, and I, for one, am a grateful New Yorker. So I'm currently walking on the Northwest Overlook, and I'm looking down onto the playground, which is the area with the tents. The white building between the two trees on the right is the Whitney, as you can see. You can see Lower Manhattan, there's One World Trade Center, and the main lawn is there as well. You can see the Amphitheater and a nice view of New Jersey. Here's a closer look of the amphitheater, and there are ramps everywhere, so this is an ADA compliant park. You enter via a ramp and you can exit via a ramp, and you can go all around the park on ramps. But there are no skateboards only wheelchairs or strollers. That light green building is part of Chelsea Piers. Some more of New Jersey. That's Jersey City, Edgewater, and Hoboken. And of course, the Hudson River. This is a beautiful wooden bench. Would make a nice place for an afternoon nap. I told her a joke. I said, I dig this park. Here's a closer look at the amphitheater. There's news crews everywhere today. And a few news helicopters up in the sky because it's opening day, May 21st, the first day that this park is open to the public. So here's an even closer look at the amphitheater. This amphitheater is one of 2 performance spaces in the Little Island Park. The seating appears to be made out of the same nice wood that the napping bench is made out of, and the amphitheater seats 687. I was checking if these wires make noise like a guitar because there's interactive installations all over the park. They do not. That is not an interactive art installation. That is the control room for the amphitheater sound. Wait, that sign said maximum occupancy 815. So is that for the park or just for the amphitheater? Because the amphitheater seats 687. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I just figured out what these look like to me. They look like high heels. Like somebody just cut off the bottoms of high heels. I thought for a while that they looked like golf tees to me, but they look like high heels. That's so funny. Okay, this guy's just showing off and taking the hard way up. We get it. You like to hike. The Whitney straight ahead. The main lawn just below. There's Hudson Yards. You can even see the edge on the left with the observation deck jutting out. And there's the silhouette of the Empire State Building. I mentioned earlier that this park was the brainchild of Barry Diller, and he came up with it in 2013 as a way to repair and reactivate Pier 54, which was damaged in 2012 by Hurricane Sandy. Here's a drone shot of the park from the website. So the top white building is Chelsea Piers. Then you can see Pier 56. Little Island is considered Pier 55. Then you can see Pier 54. Pier 54 was where the Titanic was supposed to dock, but it never made it back to New York. And it is where the RMS Carpathia brought the Titanic survivors. The remaining salvageable wood from Piers 54 and 56 have been incorporated into hours in this park. And in the bottom right-hand corner is Pier 52. The road in the middle there is the West Side Highway, and the red brick buildings are the meatpacking district. And if you look closely, you can see the High Line. It's that greenish strip by the brick buildings. The High Line is chopped liver right now, but I bet that means that it's not very crowded. These high heels are actually called tulip bots because they're meant to look like tulips jutting out from the water. Each one weighs 75 tons, and no two are exactly alike. There are 132 of them, and the park sits on 280 concrete piles that were driven into the bedrock with only a 3-inch margin of error allowed. The whole process took 10 months, but they took a 5-month break to allow for fish migration seasons. In fact, fish migration seasons and other natural sea life habitats almost kept this park from being built. Environmental scientists thought that this park's construction would wreak havoc on the natural fish habitats, including the mating habits of juvenile striped bass. But that was proven wrong, and here we are today. Marsha. I'm walking up the stairs to the Southwest Overlook.
Good morning.
You got your news crews and your city views here on the Southwest Overlook today. It is the highest point of Little Island. And from the Southwest Overlook, you can see, of course, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hoboken and Edgewater. You can also see New York Harbor, the Verrazano Bridge, the Statue of Liberty, Staten Island, Lower Manhattan, Pier 52, the West Side Highway, some more of the meatpacking district, the Whitney. On Pier 52, you can see the former sanitation garage. Through those trees, you can see the Standard Hotel on the High Line. On Pier 52, they are currently constructing the Gansevoort Peninsula, which will feature ball fields, a sculpture by David Hammons, and New York City's first sand beach, so that's exciting. is just beautifully landscaped, and part of that landscaping features 35 species of trees, including dogwoods, among others. There are 270 varieties of grasses, perennials, vines, and bulbs. I was hearing that 66,000 flower bulbs were planted in anticipation of the opening. That's a lot of bulbs. Some of these species of trees will grow up to be 60 feet tall. If you want to know more and truer facts about the landscaping, the landscape artist Signe Nielsen gives an audio tour that you can listen to as you walk through the park.
What a pleasure not wearing a mask, huh? Good timing.
So what those ladies were saying is that some of the New York State mask mandates have been lifted. Not all of them. You still have to wear masks in private businesses and on public transportation and in medical settings, even if you are fully vaccinated. And you still must wear a mask in enclosed spaces, and the bathrooms at Little Island are no exception. Let's check out these bathrooms. if you're curious about what performances are happening on Little Island, just head on over to littleisland.org to check it out. It looks like most of them are not starting until June. And side note, if you get a ticket to any performance, that ticket also gives you entrance to the park, so there's no need for a reservation. And the last place to explore is the playground, where you can get to drink and eat. course, that interactive art installation that you've been hearing. And here's one of two drinking fountains. The other one is on the playground. This park cost $260 million. It is on 2.4 acres. Designed to look like a leaf floating on the water, and it ended up looking like a bunch of stilettos standing in a puddle. LOL, alternate names for the park could be Stiletto by the Sea. Or we could call it the High Heel, which is the sister park to the High Line. And finally, I'm leaving the park via the South Bridge. We are going to walk directly under the pier marker for Pier 54. It is the original one that the Titanic survivors would have walked under. There it is right there, that steel arch. Yes, y'all.